everyone. So this time let's have series of discussions of the model of communication. So this time let's have the Lasswell model of communication. So first, who is Lasswell? So Lasswell's full name is Harold Dwight Lasswell. He was born on February 13, 1902, and he died on December 18, 1978. He is an American political scientist. So let's discuss how his model of communication looks like. But first with the definition. So for Harold Lasswell model of communication, he believes that a convenient way to describe an act of communication is to answer the following questions. So he proposed 5 questions. Number 1, who? 2, says what? 3, in which channel? 4, to whom? And for number 5, with what effect? So below we have here the components of the model. So who, that is for the communicator. Says what, that is the message. In which channel, therefore the medium used. It could be a television, a radio, or a newspaper. To whom, that means the receiver of the message. And with what effect, therefore the effect of the message to the receiver of the message. So below, we have here the analysis. So this makes this Lasswell model of communication distinctive from each or from the other communication model. So we have here the control analysis. So when we say control analysis, that means the person, or say the communicator, has all the power in this communication process. For the content, that means the target or the motive or the purpose of that message. For the media analysis, that means the channel or the medium used in that form of communication. The audience analysis, that means the receiver or the target receiver of that message. And for the effect, that means the result of the message. So that is the components of the model of Lasswell. So let's have here the example. I will read this one. CNN News. A water leak from Japan's tsunami crippled nuclear power station resulted in about 100 times the permitted level of radioactive material flowing into the sea, operator Tokyo Electric Power Corporation said on Saturday. So that is the example. So let's identify the this message, or say this example, using Lasswell model of communication. First, for the who, that means the TEPC operator. So this is the name of the company that is has the problem when you talk about this water leak because of Japan's tsunami. So they are the communicator. And what is the message? It's all about the radioactive material flowing into the sea. The channel that they used television as their medium, and they connected with the CNN News. And whom, that means the audience, that means the public. And the effect, of course, to alert the people of Japan from the radiation. So that is how you're going to use this Lasswell model of communication. Easy, right? So last, we have here the advantage and the disadvantage. For the advantage of this Lasswell model of communication, it is easy and simple because there are only 5 components. And then it suits for all types of communication because most of the model of communication has some similarities with the components of Lasswell. And then another advantage is that it uses the concept of effect. For the disadvantage, there is no feedback. When I say feedback, that means there is no return message from the receiver of the message. So the receiver will just absorb all the message. Another one, noise was not mentioned. When I say noise, that means the barrier of that communication process. For example, if the receiver could not understand, or he has this another interpretation of the message, another noise could be like he is actually along the road while he is listening to the message, so he cannot listen very well. Or another one noise is that the receiver himself is not interested with the message. So that is what we mean with the noise. And for the linear model of communication, we say linear, that means there is only one way process of communication. There is no feedback, there is no return of message. So that's all for Lasswell model of communication. I hope that you learned from this lesson. See you in my next video.